Neil Hafley Elementary Proposal, our school. Neil Hafley is an elementary school in the Manteca Unified School District. The elementary school serves 766 students, grades PK to 8th grade. In the 2018 to 2019 school year, over 67% of the students' families qualified for free and reduced meals, and 23.4% are English learners. Our demographics. Students are primarily Hispanic at 58.1% of the student population. In 2015, the school district provided all students with digital tablets for use at home and school. We, as the school mental health team, recognize some areas of opportunity for additional counseling and psychology supports.
Our needs assessment. Our needs assessment revealed a need in the area of aggressive and bullying behaviors, a need for improved awareness of bullying and prevention, a need for the students to feel a sense of anonymity and protection from reporting incidences they or their friends were having. It also revealed our site was receptive to a technology solution. The issue. Bullying is defined as a deliberate intent to harm, a power imbalance, and a repeated behavior. In the U.S., 1 in 5 students are bullied at school. All bullying forms have psychological and emotional impact. Many bullies were created by being a bully victim. 85% of students who are cyber victims were 2.7 times more likely to also be traditional bullied victims at school. This offers support for the idea that cyberbullying can be considered an extension of traditional bullying. Teens aged 12 to 17 say they have seen violence increase at their schools. Bullying is more likely to occur on school grounds than on the way to school. Half of all students feared the school's bathrooms. Only 1 in 10 victims asked their parents for help. Being bullied has been linked to several social emotional consequences, such as lowered academic achievement, mental health disorders, and suicide. Teenagers who are bullied are 2 times more likely to commit suicide, and teens who are cyberbullied are 3 times more likely to commit suicide. That number increases if they experience both traditional and cyberbullying. They have termed this phenomenon bullycide.
Our literature review research. The prevalence of each of the 9 distinct types: sexual harassment, comments, gestures, and abuse; name-calling, made fun of, insulted; teasing; rumor spreading; physical incidents such as being pushed, shoved, spit on, hit, kicked, tripped; purposeful isolation, exclusion; threats, forced to do things against their will; belongings being stolen, ruined; and cyberbullying with 9.9%. Here is a list of technologies we researched. Some of the top contenders were Bridget, Report Bullying, and Rethink. Intervention and prevention.
What helps?
Educating staff, students, and parents about bullying and its impact. Having students work on projects against bullying. Having a system for complaints to be documented. Hosting speakers on the topic of bullying. Ensuring that school is a safe place. Listening and responding to all reports of bullying.
Our solution. After careful review and research, our team feels we would like to support the use of the Stop It app and program. We chose this app as it has several features that specifically speak to our needs assessment results of privacy, anonymity, reporting system, and ease of use.
The haunting video of 15-year-old Amanda Todd, the flashcards sharing her last words of pain just a month before she took her own life. It sparked a global conversation about cyberbullying, and it sparked Jersey resident and father of 3, Todd Schobel, to do something about it.
When I saw that, that was it. I started to investigate what was out there, what resources for parents, for kids, what have you. And I didn't see what made sense to me.
What made sense to him was an app geared toward the digital bubble kids live in and the hope of empowering them with the ability to send anonymous reports.
So that's why we have capture a screenshot, 2 buttons, send it off, right? Don't start asking the children, because there's some stuff out there where they ask them, where did it happen? Was it on the bus? And all these questions.
So a student opens the app and they want to submit an incident and they click on report. Once they click on report, they can go up and they can select a photo or video from their camera roll, They can choose who to send it to.
Right now, the program is in over 100 schools in 13 states and 5 countries. Businesses are using it too. There's a crisis hotline and an anonymous messenger system so school administrators can get more info on a report. The founders say they have a district-specific reporting library to automatically send off state reports for them.
When we go into a school, regardless of how many kids use the app, regardless of how many kids download the app, the environment in the school gets better. There is a deterrent that's there. The kids don't know who has it. They don't know who's going to use it. It's anonymous. People are on better behavior.
The founders say they're taking advantage of the whole see something, say something mantra because it takes your brain about 10 seconds before you start to second guess wanting to react. That's why they made the whole reporting process on this app so fast.
Once children get out of that 10-second emotional feeling of doing something right, then they think of fear of retribution, being called a snitch. That is powerful stuff.
On average, there's a couple dozen kids that'll actually come up and share stories of either being suicidal, being in crisis, or having friends that they want to help and they really don't know how to do it.
Parents are picking up and moving to other schools left and right just to try to get away. The problem is you can't get away from social media.
So Todd says if you can't escape it, change it.
The Stop It app can allow users to report the incident in private on any device without external influences or barriers, which can ensure anonymity. It features an anonymous chat function that allows students to message their issues and get a live person to text back for instant support and guidance, as well as inquire about further details. Another feature of the app is the ability to upload photos and videos to offer further reporting support. Parents and community members allows to report their incidences or get help for crimes, suspicious behaviors, and active violence as they are occurring, and the app will automatically notify the correct authorities.
Our intervention implementation plan. In order to ensure that our solution will be effectively applied to all students, regardless of their socioeconomic status, sexual orientation, culture, or race, we will be introducing the app classroom by classroom. This will allow implementation efficiency, consistency, and offer unique concerns and questions from each classroom level to be addressed during the training. At the beginning of the year, the school-provided tablets will automatically come with the Stop It app preloaded. Timeline. The help team will be trained by Stop It by the end of this current school year. We will be responsible for providing the training to all administrators, teachers, and staff. We are all responsible for doing something about the incidences or restorative practices and harm reduction procedures. Teacher and staff implementation. Prior to the school year, administration, staff, and teachers will be trained at the first faculty meeting of the year. Here, they will learn how to help the team implement the software app to their classrooms for students. Student implementation. Each student will be given a unique app code for login from their company to their school email address. Students in 4th grade and higher will be allowed to take their tablets home and report any incidences in private. Training 2 classrooms a day with some reschedules for absent students. The school has 50 classrooms, making our timeline for school-wide implementation to be 5.5 weeks into the school year. Our technology implementation plan involves not only the staff and students, but also their families and community. Parents and community members will be given access codes for use of the app. They would be responsible for downloading the app, and for each scenario, they would have a different button or code for reporting other community incidences, such as crimes and any type of suspicions or leads.
Our expected results. Some expected outcomes of implementing our technology solution at Neal Hafley Elementary are the effects similar to what we've seen in other districts. They have reported an increase in psychologically safe environments and climate, an increase in students' ability to have a voice, an increase of school attendance, a decrease in bullying as everybody's on their best behavior, an increase of awareness of what bullying looks like and acts like, an ability in preventing more serious incidents from occurring, an increase of academic performance with less academic distractions, an increase of school connectedness, a decrease of suspensions and discipline referrals, and after a while of using the app, there's a decline in the number of reports as students think twice and become more conscious of when they use the app to report. Our costs. Some of our expected costs would be the Stop It app technology and program itself, training the health team, the in-service day event where we're training the administrators, teachers, and staff, the instructional time that we lose by taking an hour from every classroom, and also the intervention and restorative cost of doing something about each incident on that log. So the total amount of expected costs is about $15,000. A quote from one of the top leading programs for anti-bullying says that the cost of implementation for a school is recovered if only 2 students are prevented from transferring to an alternative school, and if they had initiative to reduce the number of students who leave schools due to bullying, schools would save a total amount of $17 million a year. And another study also calculated that for every 1,000 students, if only 6% of those were truant due to the loss of being bullied, that would make up at least $21,000 a year for only that one school. Imagine what this cost would be if we added up all the district schools.
In conclusion, 1 in 4 students expect to be bullied at our school this year. The cost of implementation is minimal in comparison of the cost of not addressing this issue. There has been a worldwide increase in bullying as a result of increased societal stress and trauma. The outlet of technology has borne some responsibility in the perpetuation of bullying and harassment. Hence, it is only fitting that we use technology to help combat this effect. Thank you for your support.